here at Virginia Tech, and that means it's time for Enter Sandman. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Hey guys, checking in with Morgan Scalley. He told me before the game, one of the things that Coach is worried about today is that they will be without their starting quarterback. Got hurt in the game last week, and so today, their backup is going to get his first action of the season. Coach told me they want to make things easy for him early. They've talked to the other teammates. Everybody do your job. Make sure he can get comfortable with everyone around him so he can make some plays for us down the stretch. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they adjust. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Mountaineers offense to go on the attack first. Guys, the last time these two old foes met, it finished in a one-possession game.
Man, it's so much fun. There's so much hype. They don't like each other. The rivalry really, really matters. And, Jesse, when it's closer games, it's even more fun. Like the last throwdown they had. Expect more of that today.
Yeah, you just know this game is going to be emotional. And I think a big part of it is which of these two teams can handle that emotion. I agree. I think we're expecting this one to go right down to the wire, just like the last time these two teams played.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Ball is loose. Bounced right back to them.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense fouls out.
Moves the pocket. It's Thorne.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Hokies offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And this is the guy they are going to feed the rock in this one. This guy's one of the top backs in the nation, and we've really been anxious to see what type of explosive presence he can bring to this running attack. Here's some daylight. Breaks into the open.
And talking to coaches coming into this game, man, it was...
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hokies. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. First touchdown of the game in Lane Stadium, and take my hand, the Hokies want to go to Never Never Land.
That is perfect. That's the way you start a ball game. Get the crowd rolling at home, especially these fans. Virginia Tech has some of the best fans in the country.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They don't need a bunch on second down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hillman. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on third down. To the air, it's Thorne. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Trying to get started. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. On the ground, it's McCord. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. They finally get the glory. Everything changes as far as program expectations when you win that first national championship. Fans, boosters, alumni, media, now all expecting much, much more, aren't they, David?
Yeah, but you still get to celebrate because you were the king. You were the king of college football. You won it all. A lot to be excited about. Palmer, now you work on the next season and repeating and all that goes with it.
And it should still be good, too, right? Because winning that first national championship brought in so many good recruits, brought in so many players through the portal. You can make an argument their roster this year is better than last year's national championship roster. So I'm excited to...
He smashes his way through again. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. With the run on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And that is how you end a drive. That is what you want from your running back. Lower the boom. Lower your shoulders, wrap up that football, fall forward, and get into the end zone. That is how it's done.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Hands it off. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Looking for a man. It's Thorne. Extending the play. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. From the gun, finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Let's take a second here and think about West Virginia. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. Hard running there. Got the first down. Might have a chance. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a gap. It's McCord. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Hokies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for room straight ahead. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Let's see what they've got on second down. Straight ahead, it's McCord. Nowhere to go.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Now they'll try the right side. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He's past the marker. Touchdown, Hokie! He rolls his way into the end zone for the rushing score. His third touchdown of this game, and his third on the season.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year to game one, creating a little bit of a pad.
Oh, they block it. He's got it. He can take this back for two. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Thorne. Bought a little time, lets it go. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. There he goes. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Sends it downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Second and long here. From the gun, looking for a man. Out wide left, it's Hillman. He stops right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Hillman. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They need the 40 to convert here on third down. Scanning the field, it's Thorne. Fires left. It's caught. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Rush is on. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. Long way to go on second down. Hits inside. It's Burden. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Fresh set of downs going up top. On the move. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up second and 4. And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. The Mountaineers will boot it away to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McCord. Turning it on. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Hokies have this offense rolling. Looking for space. It's Daniel. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Run in the red zone. It's McCord. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Humphreys. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here.
I think that's an easy decision for the QB, too. It's 3rd and long. You're in field goal.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Motion from the back. Needs it here on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Here's the give off the left side. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. They'll line up for a second down play. Running inside. It's Burden. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On the option, he'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Trying to establish the run. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Caught in the backfield, it's Hillman. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Sets his feet, it's Thorne. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And we've seen a lot of that.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Caught, and he's got room. Quick step and go. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Tight end now in motion. Might as well run him again. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. And the Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Throws it off the RPO. Breaks into the open. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab. Touchdown, West Virginia. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
27, West Virginia, 11.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Quick give. It's McCord. Steamrolls his way ahead. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. On the run, it's McCord. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Tough run here. It's McCord. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Hokies! And the punishment has been extended. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
Yeah, and the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires on the move. Makes the grab. It's Flood. Right down the gut of the field. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Plows through the defense. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it moving. It's McCord. There's some headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And the stomping has commenced. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Thorne. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The run inside. It's McCord. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They give it back to him. He'll be dropped. And the Hokies want to crank the tempo. Trying to slip through and pick it up across the 35. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Using his legs, it's McCord. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, it's McCord. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The terrain gets rough and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Hokies! Into the end zone for the 7th time in this game.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Udo. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to this.